Hello my dear friend, this is Phil again. First of all, Merry Christmas to every single one of you. Hope you have a great Christmas holiday. And Bethesda also gave us a Christmas gift. Surprisingly, we have a new PTS rollout yesterday. And there's quite a few amazing things we can talk about. We have a good to play, we have a new event, but here in this episode I want to talk about the huge buff to the long forgotten pistol. So Bethesda gave every single pistol a boost on their base damage, as well as revamped all the pistol related perks to make them much more powerful. And they also reduced the AP cost per shot for most of the pistols and combine three of the factors together. The pistol build is coming back to life. Alright, so in this episode I'm going to test quite a few pistols, compare them between the live server and the PTS. I'll start with the blooded surprise 10mm pistol and also compare the gamma guns, the single action revolver, it's a crafted version, bolt action pipe pistol, western revolver, they are all crafted version. We will also compare the Gauss pistol and the Crusader pistol with only crafted version, because I'm afraid I won't be able to craft exactly the same legendary version on the PTS, so let's stay with the crafted version for now. Alright, let's start with the 10mm. So here is my perk loadout and my legendary perk loadout as well. I removed the take one for the team to make the test much more simpler. Let's start with the first test subject. Aiming the head. Okay, let's see the critical shot on the head of the 100th mutant. 260. Well, that is disappointing. That's a critical shot. Even with the calibrated receiver, give us what, a 260 per shot damage. That is very disappointing. And the second, we can test the bolt action pistol. A non-critical shot give us 348 damage. That is not great as well, considering the poor fire rate on this gun. And let's see if the critical give us a better result. Yes, it is better, it's 755, but again, it's not surprising. Next we test this Fusion Crusader pistol. 133 for a non-critical shot on the head. Not impressive at all. Now critical shot give us 311, which is again not really cool damage number for us. I mean, I'm not in a team, so if you're in a team, the damage can go a bit higher, but it's still disappointing. Then we test the Gauss pistol. A critical shot on the head of the level 100 mutant give us only 409 damage. That is disappointing as well. And the non-critical shot give us 217 damage. That is terrible. The next one I'm going to test the single action revolver. SAR. Again, it's a crafted version with the Gather's Paint. A non-critical headshot gives us 304 damage, and the critical shot on the head gives us 558 damage. The number itself is not bad, but considering the fire rate of this gun and the reload speed, it's trash. Now the second last, we're going to test the West Revolver. This gun so far is the best revolver on the live server. Okay, the non-critical shot on the head of the mutant give us 389 damage, higher than the SAR. Let's find out about how the critical performs. That's 779 of a critical shot on the head. Not too bad for pistol, I mean, the best for pistol I would say. And the last, we test this baby gamma gun. That's a quad automatic. So the non-critical give us 183 and the critical give us 390. And considering this gun is automatic, these numbers are better than most of the handguns. Okay, we've done our test on the live server for 7 different pistols. Now let's switch back to the PTS and find out how great they are on the PTS. How big the buff is for all the pistol guns. Okay, now we are on the PTS, and I crafted exactly the same gun. The blooded Spricer 10mm, the quad gamma gun, the spliced pipe bolt action pistol, single action revolver, wax revolver, a Fusion Crusader pistol, and the Sprite Gauss pistol as well. Now before we move into action, let's compare the damage on paper first. Let's start with the 10mm. Now on the live server, the damage per shot is 79. Now we have 102. That's almost 35 damage boost. 50%, I mean for blooded one. That's a big boost for the 10mm. The second, let's check the bolt action. 214. On the live server, the damage is only 187. That's about 30 points boost for a non-blooded bolt action pistol. If it's blooded, we're surely gonna have more. And thirdly, the Crusader. Where's my Crusader? There. So on live server, we have 70 plus 30. Now on PTS, we have 83 plus 36. That's about 24 difference compared with the live server. A big boost as well. Again, this is a crafted version. If we're talking about blooded one, we're gonna have even bigger difference. Then let's look at the Gauss pistol. The damage per shot is amazingly 379, and previously on live it's only 296. That's more than 80 point difference. 80 points of damage difference for a crafted one. That boost is significant, and that makes the Gauss pistol, as I mentioned earlier, the most powerful pistol in the game in terms of damage per shot. We will find out how it performs in the action later. Then we look at the SAR. The damage is 274, and on the live server it's only 163. That's over 100 difference per shot. That's a huge boost for SAR as well. Then we look at the Western revolver. It's amazingly 234 damage per shot, increased from 209. That's about 20 difference. The PTS version is not really far away from the live server, but we already know the Western revolver is one of the best pistol on the live server already. It doesn't really seem to actually boost it at the same level as they do to the Gauss and to the SAR. Otherwise, this guy's going to be too OP compared with the rest of the pistols. And finally, the Gamma gun. On the live server, we have 104 plus 218. Now on PTS, the ballistic damage has been increased from the 104 to 144. That's a 40 difference. That's a huge boost for the Gamma as well. And remember, currently this gun is automatic. It has much fast fire rate compared with all the rest of the pistols, and it benefits from stealth attack. Alright, I'm using exactly the same perk loadout as the live one. Nothing changed. The only change is all the new perk cards that Bethesda added in, not new but revamped Guerrilla and Gunslinger cards under the agility. Let's look at them one by one. The Guerrilla, instead of increase certain amount of base damage to the pistol, the automatic pistol, on the PTS, it gives you 20% range damage to closed enemies. A 20% range damage. That's a magnificent increase comparing to the previous Guerrilla. And closed enemy means about 70 units of distance away from you. It's about the effective range as a shotgun. And because most of the handgun have terrible accuracy, you will have to go close to the enemy anyway. So this damage increase will fully work on the pistols. The Master Guerrilla give you 3% damage to close enemy per onslaught stack. So onslaught basically means consecutive shots. So if you shot the enemy once, it gives you 3% damage boost. Shot it twice, 6%. 3 times, 9%. That's the maximum you can stack at the moment. So 9% extra damage for all your weapons if you keep on shooting the same target. Then the Gunslinger, so you range the weapon to extra 20% weak spot damage. The weak spot means the body parts, when you shoot them, they're gonna give you yellow damage numbers, mostly head for humanoid, for example. And that's basically what we normally shoot in that. And that is directly 20% damage boost. And remember, we're talking about multiplicative, not additive damage boost here. All the perk cards we saw give you multiplicative damage boost. The Gunslinger Master, again, it gives you 3% weak spot damage if you keep on shooting the same target, maximum 3 stacks. And if you equip this card, the Onslaught will expire at max stack, means after 3 max stack, the Onslaught will recount from 0. And when you reach maximum 3 stack, it gives you 9% multiplicative damage boost on the weak spot. And there are 2 expert cards for Guerrilla and Gunslinger as well. For Guerrilla, it gives you 5% reload speed on every consecutive shot on the mob, maximum 3 stacks. That means 50% reload speed for your guns. So one thing I want to mention here is those cards don't only work on pistols, they work on every type of ranged weapons. So the redesign of these 3 cards will give you a lot of power boost on all your guns. And the Gunslinger Expert give you +3 fire rate per consecutive shot on the same mob, maximum 3 stacks. So basically means 9% fire rate for your gun. That is directly a multiplicative damage boost on your guns. But we are not comparing the DPS on the live server and the PTS at the moment. We're comparing the per shot damage. So that's the reason I don't actually equip this card. But if I want to play normally, I'll definitely equip this card because it's definitely 9% damage increase. Alright, that's all the new card I'm using. And let's start the test. Again on the level 100 multis. Let's start with the blooded 10mm. Now let's test the critical shot on the... critical shot 578. 578 compared with the 260 on the live server, it's more than 100% boost in terms of the critical damage on the weak spot. That's half of the health of the level 100 mutant. Yeah, it is a critical shot. Now let's try the bolt action. Where is it? There we go. Bolt action. Non-critical shot 513. Compared with the 320, there's over 200 increase for a non-critical vast shot on the head. Critical shot 1074. Compared with 755 on the live server, we have about just less than 300 increase for the bolt action. That's a huge increase as well. Let's switch to Crusader. Now the Crusader, non-critical, oh jeez, where am I shooting at? 411, I can't believe it. On the live server it's only 163. Now it's 411. That's tripled damage for a VATS non-critical shot. Where is he? There he is. Now critical 736. On the live it's 360. Now it's 736. More than doubled. Taking into the consideration I'm not actually doing continuous hits on the same target. I always have a break between 2 shots. So the stacking of the damage can be weighed off. Still, the boost is incredible. Now let's see the Gauss pistol, the one with the highest damage per shot in terms of handguns. So let's do a critical shot, charge it up. Critical 1832. That's an amazing damage number, my gosh. On the live server, the critical shots only give us 409 damage with charged Gauss pistol. And on the PTS, same thing, it gives us 1832 per shot. It's more than 4 times damage than live. My gosh, that's That's a significant boost. I mean, once you charge this gun, it can take out a level 100 super mutant in one shot. That's how this gun is supposed to perform. With the charging function, it surely will give us a lot of damage boost. Now let's try the single action revolver. I have only 12 bullets. Non-critical, 789. And comparing to the 304 non-critical damage on live server, that's more than doubled. That's a great figure, 789. Now let's try the critical one. Critical, 1772. Wow. Comparing with the 558 critical damage on the live server, that's more than tripled. Oh my gosh. Both the Gauss pistol and ICR can one-shot a level 100 mutant critical, 1772. Wow. Remember, we're talking about crafted versions. If it's a blooded one, woo, the number gonna be definitely over 2k. The only thing is both pistols have very low fire rate. I doubt the DPS won't be able to compare with the automatic weapon, even with the boost. Now let's try the Western revolver. And this gun have a much faster fire rate. Non-critical, 812. Let me run. And comparing with the 389 on live, we have more than doubled damage per shot for Western revolver as well for non-critical. Now let's see how well the critical gonna perform. Critical. Wow, what? That critical is over 2000. I guess. The only thing I guess is the stacking of the consecutive hit is still there. But I mean, this is how the gun gonna perform when we finally have the patch rollouts in 3 months. The pistol gonna be rocking me. A critical damage over 2k on the pistol is amazing. Now let's try the Gamma. Non-critical, oh shit, 475. So the Gamma gun's non-critical damage is 475 per shot. Comparing with the 188 on live server, that's more than doubled. Again, let's see how the critical gonna perform. Critical, 822. Comparing with the critical on live server, which is 390, we have more than doubled critical damage for Gamma gun as well. Well, with the test we can clearly see the damage boosts on all the tested handguns are incredible, especially for Gauss, ICR and West revolver. You can easily one-shot a level 100 multi with critical shots. And if we're considering the fire rate, the West revolver, the Gamma gun and the Crusader are very good to use as well. Even the 10mm gun is a monster if you mount it with automatic receiver. Now let's see in real gameplay, instead of the testing scenario, how good a pistol build can be. Currently I use all the new perk cards that Bethesda brought in the PTS, except the Guerrilla Expert, which increase the reload of the weapon because I just run out of space. My HP is lower than 20%. I'm a proper blooded build with my blooded 10mm pistol. Let's see how fast we can take this level 100 behemoth down. Dead. That's a bit more than 1.5 clip. I mean, it's definitely a great improvement compared with the live server, but again, I don't think it's as good as the automated version. Definitely it's nowhere close to the automated rifles, heavy guns. Now let's see if we can challenge the Monarch Queen with this tiny bit of health. Let's go. Come on, reload it. Is it dead? Oh, it's dead. Ooh. Apparently the automatic pistol again have much more power in terms of DPS. Less than 2 clips, I took down the Murloc, which is, I believe, a level 100 Murloc. He doesn't even have a chance to shoot me his poison spit. Alright, that's everything I want to share with you. The main thing, I think we can draw a conclusion very easily. The pistol has been boosted significantly, especially we're talking about critical shots in the weak spots. But I still don't think it's enough. The semi version of the handgun still lack of the kick comparing with its automatic version. So for me, even with this PTS rollout to live, I will stick with the automatic 10mm and my quad gamma gun. Alright, that's everything for today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Give me a thumb up if you do. And as I mentioned, this will be my last video before Christmas and probably before the end of the year. So let me wish every one of you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Alright, I'll see you next year.